Good morning. It's Thursday, June 4th. Just got up. I have the day off work. Took off yet another Thursday. And then my bills are lower. I'm not going out to eat all the time. I did go out to eat earlier this week. If I do start that again, I might not get as much freedom of taking time off work. Because apparently that's been a large part of my budget. Still, I do have today off. I took off Thursday because on Thursdays I can enjoy Steve and George's breakfast stream in the morning, and I have fun with that. You know, it's just about the only streamed entertainment. I watch a lot of YouTube. I don't watch a lot of live stream things, but this is fun. So I'll enjoy that for the next hour or so, and then figure out what to do with my day from there. And I love the rush to get breakfast ready last minute for breakfast stream. As I know, that's always what Stephen and Mallory are always clearly doing, and sometimes they're just a half a minute late or something. So it's great fun to try and make it right there. But today, I'm a minute early. I got plenty of time. Got some toast, some eggs. Very on brand if you're familiar with breakfast stream. And had fun with breakfast stream. And I was sitting there thinking, like, one of the things about that is when I take my days off on Tuesdays and Thursdays to watch that, I don't really have a chance to start really anything productive in my day until after like 10. So I was thinking about that a little bit. But and thinking more about it, I'm like, well, I mean, does it matter? I watch those streams. If I don't watch the stream live, then I watch it on the VOD on YouTube later. So I'm still spending just as much time on it. It's just, the only difference is when I do it that way, I can pause it and I'll do it in multiple chunks. Anyways, it is over. It is almost 10, and I think I'm gonna work a little more on this. I got a couple more colors to put on. Working my way towards the point where I can start working on the actual map part of the map. I know I'm being super cryptic with the painting, but it'll look cool as I go. I think, I hope. I don't really know, I haven't seen it. And I edited some more purple, some more blue as well. Now, I'm gonna let it dry before the next stage. So I took some time, worked on some world building questions I'll need, worked on a little bit of editing, and this should be dry. So I'm gonna take it outside. And you may be thinking, Adam, why would you be outside? You're not a particular fan of the outdoors. Well spotted. But I think the next part of this painting could be a little messy. So I figured I'd rather mess it up out here, where I don't care as much. And perhaps it's now a little clearer what I've been painting. That is the starry sky background that I made. Certainly following advice from Mal Makes tutorials. And I certainly had some hopes for this that it doesn't quite live up to. It's not bad, and I think I can cover up some of the things I dislike the most as I put the map on top of it. But did leave me a little sad as I sit and look at it. But yeah, so I'm gonna step away from that, you know. If it's, yeah, I'll get back to it at another point. I wanted better. It'll be fine. But I'm like, okay, let's realign my mind. Let's just get out. Let's step away. Good to step away. Maybe I'll feel better about it when I get back to it. Definitely has happened in the past, so we'll see. I need to go over to Mom's, pick up package from Cool Stuff Inc. Figure I'll go out and I'll get the stuff to be able to make more buffalo dip. I have most of it. I just need cheese and chips. And nothing fancy, but I'll pick something up on my way home, just so lunch is already made. Package obtained. And they didn't have carts, but I got what I needed. I can hold it. And I picked up some McDonald's on my way home. Quick and easy. No worries. And being outside, getting a little fresh air, I get, I guess, a little bit better in my headspace about the painting. Yeah, I don't like all the little... There are too many splatters that go that way from one of the splatters basically applying the paint to the canvas with a toothbrush. I don't like it. However, it is intended to be a painting, like a map in world that was painted. So it wasn't me making mistakes in the painting. It was the in-world cartographer making mistakes and me, as the dungeon master, faithfully recreating them when producing the map for my players. And my Cool Stuff Inc. order, which of course has stuff that'll be upcoming unboxings. That one I'm looking forward to. Not just the unboxing, but for returning to family time. Dungeon Mayhem was a fun game. That expands on it, yay. This and this I do kind of wish I had a couple weeks ago. Those would have made that final battle easier. I did have 2 books I had to balance for single pages each. Oh well. Interested to see what's in there. And I went for a fair number of the Starfinder products. Primarily because I've been getting into the minis and the terrain. And I'm like, okay. So, I mean, how much do I still invest in the 2D stuff? It's like, I'm not at a point where I can just go all in and have what I need for everything in 3D. I'm not to that point. But I'm working towards it, so it's like, how much do I want to put towards the old method while I'm building the new method? So it's like, that's a fair way to balance it. Yeah, so that'll be some fun new stuff to unbox and play with. And I figure I'll kind of go over at least the basic of what I'm going to be doing with the map today, although I'm not going to start on it. I'll put that off. But the idea is, over the space, there are a bunch of floating bubbles of chunks of a planet that are like encased in domes created by the deities to protect the people after the planet was blown apart. It was Ryan's fault. He implemented that part of the world. But I'm like, alright, we'll work with it. That's a really weird map, because it's a bunch of sections of a planet, and I'm like, okay, so we'll have like an artist rendering of each section, because they're magically connected to each other. And I don't exactly know how they're laying out. They're not going to be laid out exactly like on that sheet there. But just to get an idea for around how much space they take up, about how big they should be, I just cut out circles and ovals of note cards and just sort of laid them out. So something like that. I don't know. There's at least a thought. I'll think about it, worry about it later. I think I got the stuff I need to make the buffalo chicken dip, and I think that would be a good use of my time, because that makes me feel better. Buffalo chicken dip is delicious, and when I have good food, I feel better. So I'm gonna make that. So I did at least get the dip made. Got some chips to go with it. That'll be dinner. I didn't quite get as much accomplished today as I would have liked. But whatever, just head's in a weird space. And you know what? Sometimes that happens. World's pretty crazy right now. I'm going to try and just give myself some grace and say, okay, so today wasn't great. Maybe tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. Join me as my journey continues. Bye.